Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on last year's national champions, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes about to kick it away and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll go to the fullback. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
How do you not respect the big things? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time. Don't say...
Turning it on!
Coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the marker. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be...
There he goes! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. He's got 48 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. And the Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves for some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Spins away from the defense. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll do it himself. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They want to run it left here. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. The short hands. It's Hurts. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking for room, it's Durham. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominant on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Goes to the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. LSU quick to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
LSU.
pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on last year's national champions, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Tigers have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They're going to ride this running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, the ground game. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a 4th down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He's now up to 58 yards rushing. What a way to get this season started. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Scores on the sneak.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On the ground, it's Durham. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building to...
Breaks into the open. After an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And a big run for this offense. I'll tell you what, first game, first half, you want to create as many explosive runs, make the offense as easy as possible to start the season, and that will do it. Nice explosive play by this offense.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it first and 10, threatening inside the 30. And some room to work. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Direct snap. It's Durham. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He's now up to 77 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness.
Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He got a step and just dusted the field. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You gotta go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he's going to bring this one out. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. On the direct snap, it's Durham. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Durham. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Durham. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Going to take a shot. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
To the air, it's Van Buren. Near the sticks, it's Jackson. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Quarterback may change this route. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this game, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be third and long. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best program. College football, when you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll give it to him again. There he goes. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the Jets. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Man, this is how you want to start your season. You want to create as many explosive plays as possible, and if you're an offensive coordinator and you can turn and hand the ball off and make big plays, it makes your play calling so easy. Let's see if they continue to run the rock with explosive plays like that.
Give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
The give to the tailback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley. They're up by 7 over James Madison. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. He might want another play. On the snap, it's Durham. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to fire to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
No panic and hesitation by the defense on that play. First off, nice job getting some pressure, flushing the quarterback out to his left, and even a better job in the back end covering after that scramble play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll pull it on the read. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He fires one deep down the right side. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, blowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
Here's the pressure. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The quick out. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
Here we go.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Durham. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Trying to barrel in. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. It's caught.
When offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out, and it's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Slams it ahead. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's a great job of just trusting your offensive line to get it done. Scoring the touchdown, an extra point's going to tie this thing up. right before halftime, and after that run, I think they're going to feel more confident running it in the second half.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Durham. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He is having a day, and think about this stat. Ezekiel Elliott has his name in the top 20 single-game rushing record list 5 times, more than any of the great Ohio State backs. Oh, we might have another entry coming here.
Oh, that's incredible to think about. You think about some of his past runs that were so amazing. And when you got a guy that can do this and put up big numbers, he's having a day. This offense is having a day because of it. Keep it going, young fella.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Using his legs, it's Hardy. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And how about that on third down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they might.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They'll try to get it in with the run. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting a tackle for the loss.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Duke is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Blue Devils on the scoreboard. They're up 14 over UConn. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Durham. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
42 Spider.
Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked picked off. Trying to take it back. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there. They finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Tigers in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown LSU. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're a lot. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Now he can return this. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
He'll keep it himself. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the move? Warner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Quickly to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Game could be decided right here. Crowd behind this defense on fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
That is how you rise to the occasion late in the game. Your defense had to come up big, had to get the offense the football back. They're trailing by a little bit. Now, let's go make this thing even more special.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Johnson looking to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Caught behind the line. It's Graham. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
These fans stepping up to help this defense up. Breaks into the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Guys, behind this running attack, they have more than answered the challenge. Top 5 showdown, proving that you ought to be the loftier-ranked team, and they're so close to getting it done now.
Looks like they're going to beat the higher-ranked team because of their ability to run the football. And, David, this has got to be huge for the confidence of this offensive line. It's early in the year, but this type of statement performance against this team in this game, that's big.
Yeah, it just shows you they're going to be climbing up the charts. And guess what? You know good and well the physical nature of football travels, no matter who you play. If you can do that against a great team today, I expect this all season, and this team's going to be near the top all year long.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.